G'day, Marianne Elliott from 360 Mortgage Solutions. Today I wanted to talk about the overwhelm that a lot of buyers, particularly first home buyers, can feel when it comes to jumping into the property market. Now, a lot of the overwhelm that people feel comes from the feeling of it being absolutely unachievable, and the other problem is not knowing where to start. So a lot of the time when you are unsure about where to start and what you need to do to start your home buying journey, it's super easy to feel overwhelmed and then put it in the too hard basket and save it for later. So I want to talk you through the top 3 things that you can start to do right now if you want to get into the property market in 2025. Now, these are aimed at first home buyers, yes, but it's not necessarily home buyer exclusive. So if you want to buy a property in 2025, stay with me. Let's chat about it now. Okay, so the first thing that you need to know is how much deposit or equity, if you've already got a property, do you have versus how much do you need? Now, in order to work out the deposit that you need to know how much you want to buy for and how much cash or equity you currently have available. Now, for a first home buyer, the equity might be parents' equity if you have parents that are happy to go guarantor, or it might be cold hard cash in the bank, or it might be gifts that are coming your way. So you might have family that have gifted you some funds or have promised to gift you some funds. Very lucky if that's the case, but you can add that as well as the deposit you already have. Now, if you're already a home buyer, it would be how much equity have you got in your current property. So 80% of the value, less any loans you currently have, is your usable equity. So once you know how much cash deposit you've got to put towards the purchase, you then need to work out how much do you need. Now, for a first home buyer, if you qualify for the scheme, a 5% deposit plus your extra costs is what you're looking at. So 5% of the purchase price, plus when I say extra costs, I'm talking about making allowances for stamp duty, depending on where you're buying and for how much. Making allowances for your solicitor costs, because what they do is invaluable and it's not free. And also your building and pest inspection. I 100% recommend every one of my buyers get a building and pest inspection. So we usually budget around $500 for that. And I also like to add another $1,500 just in case into the budget. So once you've worked out your 5% plus all those extra costs, you then know how much deposit or equity you need to make that next purchase. Now, if you're not sure about the stamp duty, you can head over to the 360 Mortgage Solutions website, and on there is some calculators that will guide you through as well. So once you know that, you know the gap of how much you need to beg, borrow and steal for to bridge that gap to get you from where you are currently to where you need to be. Now, the next step you need to do is talk to your mortgage broker. So your mortgage broker is going to help you with what schemes and grants might be available to you. They're also going to talk you through some different options so that you can gauge an idea of how far out are you from buying your property. Is this a you're ready tomorrow if you feel ready, or is this a 6-month plan so that we can get you ready as soon as possible? The third and final step that you need to be looking at is a fully assessed pre-approval. I say it almost every video I do, but the reason I say it is because it saves you so much time and so much stress. You have the banks A-OK. As long as the value of the property comes back okay, then they are committed to helping you buy this property. That is why a fully assessed pre-approval is so important, and trust me, that is going to help alleviate any of that overwhelm, particularly when you start looking at open homes and looking at properties on realestate.com. So they're my 3 main tips. Now, obviously, I have a whole heap more that absolutely help, particularly for first home buyers, to give you a lot more clarity and a lot more motivation to help you get into your first property. I do have the free mini course which is coming up in early December. So if you want to jump on, get free access to that, you can either join the waitlist now if it's before December, or you can jump right in if we're in December and you're watching this. And that way you can start to really alleviate a lot of that overwhelm that comes with the first home buyer journey. So otherwise, guys, that's it from me. One final thing, don't forget, you are absolutely welcome to book a free online appointment with Tara or myself, and we can help talk about your individual circumstances and help you work through any of the deposit amount or anything else that you might be worried about. So that's it from me. Have a fantastic week, and I'll catch you next week.